Welcome to the NEI 500 CEO interview program, where the senior management from select listed companies will share their insights with the audience about their company's growth potential. In this episode, we had the opportunity to speak to Derek White, the CEO of the company Ascot Resources, listed on TSX Senior Exchange with a trading symbol of AOT. Ascot Resources is a gold development company focused in the Golden Triangle in BC, Canada. We will separate this interview into two parts, where part 1 talks about the past and background, and part 2, Derek will focus more about the latest developments and future planning. A few highlights our readers should know before watching the interview. Golden Triangle in BC is a prolific gold mining and exploration jurisdiction. Ascot is fully funded in the project financing plan for its upcoming mine. The company has a lot of mine building expertise in its management team to transition itself to a producer. Ascot still has growth potential in its upcoming exploration program. The stock has been trading from 50 cents to $2 in the last few years, but recently has risen back to $1 level due to a lot of positive developments. If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content. Hi, Derek. Welcome to our show here today. Your story, Ascot, has a lot of followers already in our platform, but it's always nice to be able to have you join us to update, to give us a good update here.
Thank you, Gilbert, for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to give an update.
Yes, so let's start off by just going back a bit about the whole background. When you joined Ascot back in late 2017, Ascot was just only an early stage exploration company, the BC Golden Triangle. Today, Ascot is a development next term production company. So who will be the next gold mine in Canada? So usually it takes about at least 10 years to do that. But you have done it in about 3 years' time. So can you tell us how you can do it?
Sure. We have been involved with restart projects of existing mines, and we saw an opportunity where, although in late 2017, early 2018, Ascot was just an exploration company, there was an existing mine infrastructure, and a big company called Boliden had owned this company in the past, and basically, they put it on care and maintenance. And we saw an opportunity not only for the exploration potential, but for a relatively short window to amend the existing permits and refurbish the existing mine up to 2021 standards. And that process has allowed us to go much quicker than a greenfield site where you don't have a lot of this infrastructure or existing permits. In addition, I think the other thing that has really helped us is that we're in a place of the Nisga'a First Nations that has a treaty, which is unusual in British Columbia. And having that treaty and having them as a partner has allowed us to advance the permitting and environmental process, which is typical in BC, at a much faster pace than normal.
That's great to hear. So you're moving towards near-term production here. Can you tell us a bit about your background and your team's mine building experience there?
Sure. I'm an engineer by training, and I grew up in Vancouver, Canada, but I spent about 14 years working around the world in various mining operations, both building and operating mines. And then in 2004, I was working for a company called BHP Billiton, which is a large mining company. And some of the BHP Billiton members had decided to leave the company and start a new copper gold company called Quadra FNX in 2004. And similar to Ascot, we were refurbishing and restarting a mine in Nevada called the Robinson Mine. And that company grew from 100 million kind of market cap up to a $3 billion market cap. And it was operating at one time 7 mines and had a number of very large projects. And a lot of the team that was involved in that process, including, Carol Lee, our CFO, John Kiernan, our COO, and a number of the people that are involved in the team, wanted to try and do that same thing all over again. We created a lot of value for the shareholders, and we were looking for an opportunity of a kind of temporary shutdown mine that we could restart. And we were lucky enough to be approached by Ascot and kind of joined into the Ascot to try and redo that same story. It's not just about the opportunity of restarting a mine, but also the metal markets and where they're going. And clearly, since we started at the end of 2017, early 2018, the gold price has moved up a little bit. COVID-19 has hit the world. There's been a lot of unusual events, but it's a pretty robust time for mining. And if you can get back into production with an experienced team like this and run a good operation, you can generate a lot of cash flow quite quickly. And so that's something I think the team is quite excited about trying to get to happen.
Indeed. So people have to understand there's a big difference between a exploration company and to become a producer. So I think there's a lot of expertise difference in there. And in the Golden Triangle in your region is actually one of the hottest areas in the mining play here. What do you think? How come Ascot is? What do you think is the most attractive companies in this region?
Well, I think what you're seeing, and you're right, there's a big difference between exploration and producers. The producers tend to have a lot more engineers and operators and probably less exploration geologists, although they do have that. And the exploration companies tend to be more geologists that are drilling and doing, kind of early stage work. The Golden Triangle has three potential operating mines right now. The Red Chris mine, where Newmont just put in an acquisition of GT Gold. Really Brucejack in the middle of the Golden Triangle. And then we're really the next one in the southern part of the Golden Triangle with our infrastructure and the timing for production. And so there are about 80 companies working in the Golden Triangle, but the majority of them are exploration companies. And so, I think what really makes Ascot attractive is the opportunity to get back into production and build around that story at a relatively cheap valuation compared to Red Chris or Brucejack. And if we're successful in getting the mine up and running, what really makes Ascot attractive is it has the ability to be a producer like those other two mines, but it also has the exploration opportunity and regional consolidation around it close to the infrastructure of Stewart. So really a story to start up and then build on. And I think for investors, that can be very exciting.
If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content.